Hello, I am Olamide and I am from Nigeria. We have been taught to see the world as divided. We look at skin the moment it was written. White, black, brown, and we tell ourselves this is where our differences begin. It is a story so powerful we can forget it is just a story. Today, we must find the moment it was written. For millennia, skin was not a destiny. Look at the ancient maps, the records. If you were a Roman merchant traveling the Mediterranean, what separated people was status, origin, and allegiance. The concepts of whiteness or blackness as we define them simply did not exist. An Ethiopian was a person from Ethiopia, not a black man. The focus was horizontal, a flat plane of citizenship and geography. What changed? How did we learn to view difference as vertical, as a hierarchy of color? It happens in the 18th century, not on a battlefield, but European studies. The Enlightenment begins, and with it, an obsession to measure, label, and rank everything under the sun, including us.
In 1735, a Swedish botanist named Carl Linnaeus decides to apply plant taxonomy to human beings. He splits us into 4 geographic groups, but he doesn't stop at physical traits, he ties temperament directly to skin tone. 60 years later, Johann Friedrich Blumenbach takes it further. He studies human skulls, holds up a single skull from the Caucasus Mountains, and declares it the absolute peak of human beauty. From a mountain range thousands of miles away, the word Caucasian is born.
They didn't just observe difference, they constructed a ladder. Caucasian at the top as the ideal, and everyone else measured by how far they fell from it. Science was bent to serve an aesthetic preference, masquerading as truth.
Think about the weight of that moment. A handful of men, sitting with ink and skulls, decided that the spectrum of human life could be reduced to a color wheel of value. And the world was about to buy into it. Ideas on paper are just philosophy until there is money to be made. When European empires expanded across oceans, they ran into a profound moral crisis. How do you build a nation on the promise of universal liberty while building its wealth on the backs of enslaved human beings? You invent a lie so deep it feels like nature. You take the fluid, vibrant spectrum of human life and turn it into property. White became the legal codification of freedom and ownership. Black became the permanent, inherited mark of subjection.
Laws were crafted to ensure the line never blurred. Virginia, 1662, the status of the child follows the mother. With one law, forced labor became hereditary. Biological variation was weaponized into an economic engine. The cruelest trick of all was making us believe the hierarchy lived inside our blood, that our worth, our intellect, our very soul was painted onto our skin before we ever took our first breath. Decades passed, empires fell, and then science came back to undo what it had broken. When we finally unlocked the human genome, the illusion shattered.
Over 85% of all genetic variation lives within local populations, not between them. There is no black gene, there is no white gene. Underneath the skin, human diversity is a continuous, unbroken gradient, a seamless ribbon of life that defies every box we ever built. Race is a biological fiction, but a social reality. We inherited a world shaped by a story invented to divide us. But stories can be unlearned. What humanity forged out of greed and bad science, humanity can choose to dismantle with truth.